Hello everyone, this is Tom Fox and I'd like to welcome you to the Daily Compliance News. The Daily Compliance News is an offering of the Compliance Podcast Network. November 5, 2018. Our first story comes from Sri Lanka, where the country is in a political crisis over allegations of bribery and corruption. The president fired the prime minister and appointed a new prime minister. However, the parliament refused to accept the new prime minister, claiming that the president was paying bribes to have this new prime minister approved. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in Sri Lankan politics going forward. Next up is a very exciting report which was issued by Navex Global based upon an academic paper entitled Evidence on the Use and Efficacy of Internal Whistleblowing Systems. This was a report which took a look at the data from Navex Global whistleblower clients, and they found greater profitability and workforce productivity as measured by return on assets for companies that had robust whistleblower programs, fewer material lawsuits against the companies overall, and fewer external whistle reports to regulatory agencies and other authorities. This information has been anecdotally known in the compliance community for some time. However, this report is the first one that really sets it out with full academic rigor. Next, a story coming to us from the Wall Street Journal, which reports that for the fiscal year ending September 30, 2018, the SEC levied nearly $4 billion in fines related to almost 500 enforcement actions, rebounding from a year earlier when its penalty haul fell to a 4-year low. Now, the biggest boost was a single $1.7 billion fine against Petrobras. Nevertheless, looking at the numbers, if you take Petrobras out, it is the lowest fine since 2009. It may mean that the Securities and Exchange Commission is taking a lighter touch to fines and penalties. The agency has decided to put resources into more traditional actions, and that may yet be another reason. Finally is a scandal from down under, the ball tampering scandal which rocked Australian cricket. It was a report issued by the Australian Ethics Centre, and it found that the Australian Cricket Board was both arrogant and controlling. It urged reforms, up to 42 reforms, including involving bullying in the sport's top levels, recommendations for an anti-harassment code, training, and, interestingly enough, a whistleblower line. Cricket Australia said it would accept most of the report's recommendations, and the president of Australia Cricket has also resigned. This is Tom Fox. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Daily Compliance News. And I hope you will check back every day as I go through some of the top stories. Once again, if this is a series that you enjoy or like or you find useful, I hope you will let me know as I consider whether I will move this forward into 2019. Please give me an email at tfox@tfoxlaw.com, or you can leave a comment on any of the sites where I list this podcast. Thanks again, and I hope you'll join me tomorrow for the Daily Compliance News.